You are listening to the Kentucky X-Files Season 3 with your hosts Dennis Mays, Tyler Stewart, and Josh Gibbs. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also visit us at www.kyxfiles.com. And now, on to our show.
So, yeah, you're probably gonna implode, and
See,
it's not gonna be great.
The thing that I haven't really heard anything about either too with this is that it's not just the implosion. It's not the crushing force of the ship that's so bad. It's what else is going on when that happens.
Yeah.
So when that air is being compressed at that rate of speed, essentially what's going on in that vessel is just like the internal combustion of a diesel engine. You know,
superheats the air.
Superheats the air. So those people probably cooked to death before they got crushed to death.
If it happened so fast that there's no way they knew what was happening.
Oh yeah. But that was the equivalent of being in the cylinder of a big cat diesel engine.
Yeah.
I assumed that this, basically this was happening. They were looking out, and then next you know, boom.
Yeah.
It probably happened so fast that I just hope no one was on the shitter, because I was told that there was a shitter on this thing. That would have sucked.
Going out like Elvis.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's fitting that the Seize My Soul flag is behind me.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Like I said, hey, dude, if you're, you might have a great idea out there, you know.
Oh, I have great ideas all the time. It doesn't mean that they're not going to get somebody killed, so I don't do them.
Exactly, yeah. There's like a degree of it's probably too much.
I just love I wish we had the video of the guy, one of the billionaires, reading the contract. The whole thing, and he was literally labeling off this vessel has not been tested, proved, or anything, and then the guy proceeds to tell him about the Logitech controller or whatever type controller it was, the wireless one, and dude, how you're a billionaire, so you made good decisions. You're supposed to be the smart one.
That video that got taken down, it was on TikTok, which is kind of funny because you guys were talking about it a couple episodes ago.
Weird
videos getting removed. But it was the guy who was on it a week or two ago and had taken all his own private video during the exploration.
Was it Josh? He's an explorer.
You're Josh.
Yeah, but I'm not an explorer. I have an explorer, but I'm not an explorer.
He was talking in the beginning of the video, the first page had 3 mentions of death in the contract and waiver form that you had to sign. On the first page, it mentioned death 3 times.
Really?
I have a personal thing about that. If I see it, if somebody hands me this waiver and I read death more than a few times, I'm like, oh, wish I could go, guys, but I have a 3 mentions of death rule, and
I don't know, man. If somebody offered me the opportunity though to go to space, I absolutely would sign whatever waiver that said death 3 or 4 times on the first page.
Yeah, but we've got a better track record with space.
Plus, how many careless billionaires are fucking around in space?
3 that I can think of.
I mean,
think about it. Billy Bob Thornton went up in his own rocket.
2 less than we thought about.
Yeah. Yep.
Just saying.
Never mind.
Was this the guy you're talking about on the left?
No, that's Josh Gates. But no, this was just a guy who went down. He looked like a young kid. He was maybe 25, 26. I don't know how he was able to crap out $250,000 and do it. But
Probably a YouTube influencer.
Probably.
Hell, he might have took out a loan now.
Yeah.
What if they let him pay in installments? He should be good to go.
It was like a 3-minute, one of the longer, 3-minute TikTok videos. And I watched it yesterday and I just went through everything and I saved it. And the fact that when I go into my saved and the video is like that broken link.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I don't know, man. There's I've never been a claustrophobic person,
no.
like ever, but I think I could become one. I feel like I could. I feel like
Real quick.
I could get into claustrophobia pretty quick. Well,
Yeah.
they're like, dude, climb in here. We're gonna dive all the way down to the Titanic, and I'd probably be like, I got all this shit to do.
I gotta feed the chickens.
Yeah.
I gotta do laundry.
There's just all kinds of. I don't think I could fit imploding in today. Just don't have time.
It's not on the itinerary.
Yeah, I gotta be at work early tomorrow.
Right. I ain't got time for that. I don't have that many vacation days.
Yeah, that's a sick controller though. You have I want to compliment your controller that you're using there. It's
I mean, how fucking bad is it? I'm sitting here in Rector Studios and currently have a better controller in front of me.
Yeah, I've got 3 PlayStation controllers right inside the door that are better than what he was using.
Yeah.
How much is this controller? I gotta see. I wonder if the sales have spiked.
We should create an online poll of things you trust more than an Ocean Gate sub.
Gas station sushi.
Gas station sushi. That's a good one. Yeah. Definitely trust that more than an. Okay. Yep. That's something I would trust more than an Ocean Gate sub. Yeah.
Just barely.
Seems seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
I would have to go with meth. I would say
meth? Just straight up meth.
Yeah, straight up meth.
Yeah. Yeah. Hot singles in my area wanting to meet me. I trust that. I trust that more.
I trust the guy that calls you about your car's extended warranty.
Yeah.
More than the sub.
Yeah. The unclaimed funds that I have, the email that I get all the time. Yeah, I trust that more.
The random Walmart confirmation receipts that I get in my email.
Yeah.
I trust that more.
Does anybody know the model of that controller?
I can find
all
it.
you got to do is type in a Logitech controller and it'll be like the second one that pops up. Because it's such a popular search right now.
Is it the F710?
Yes.
Okay, because here's the thing: is I expected a lot of the reviews. You know the kind of reviews I was looking for.
Yeah.
I was looking for I took this down to my submarine and it stopped working or something.
Oh, I'm sure they're there. I am sure they are there.
I think Amazon was yanking them. Yeah, I think Amazon was yanking those reviews.
Wow.
Yeah, because as a matter of fact, there's an article here that it was hit with troll reviews on Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
F710 is what it is.
Yeah.
So that's it. Wow.
Yeah, that's what they used.
Yeah, it looks like the on the questions like Q&A, somebody should put oh, dude, they did. First Q&A says, "Can I use this to pilot to the Titanic?" Says no, because the Titanic sunk in 1912 with the ship splitting in half and the stern imploding, rendering the vessel impossible to control any kind of peripherals. The Logitech F710 requires USB for the receiver. The Titanic did not come equipped with USB. So
what?
whoever's
the response doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
They thought they wanted to control the Titanic with a Logitech controller.
Right.
Yeah. Can I control a submarine to see the Titanic with this? And the answer says only once. Oh my God. You fuckers out there did not disappoint me, put it that way. Can I operate my submersives at 4,000 meters deep? Yes, but I would recommend the extra warranty.
On the sub, because the controller made it.
Yeah. It says, how reliable is it? I'm asking for 5 friends.
We need to look up like a YouTube review on that controller prior to the whole incident.
Fuck that. Let's go get a John boat and make a review of it.
Oh,
It's a $50 controller. It's worth it all day just for that.
here's a couple more of these. Can this remote withstand 3,000 psi? Yes, but make sure your vessel can. Wow.
I found one here. This was from Amazon. I've been using this controller for a little over a month now, and it keeps randomly losing connection. Often it loses inputs or just gets stuck. For example, either moving left or right. I cannot return this any longer. I've gone past the 1 month return. But I do warn new purchasers that the wireless connectivity is not great at all. I have tried new batteries and several different USB ports on my home setup, but the same issues arise.
So what we're saying is we're not even purchasing this thing, and we're reading the reviews of it.
Yeah,
and we're not trying to take 5 rich people to the bottom of an ocean either.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I'm reading reviews on Amazon right now, but you could tell that these were put here on purpose. One says, had to cut back on some non-essential items for our journey. Is this as reliable as the real Xbox controller? Thanks, Stockton. It says, it's reliable, but it loses its usefulness when your submarine implodes. Yeah, they didn't let me down on this. I was sitting there like, surely these fuckers have gotten to the reviews. I mean, by now, right? There's so many. There's pages of these, by the way. Wow.
Yeah. So Jake.
Okay.
I mean, that's fair enough, right? You're close enough to the water. You're probably around more people, that know stuff about being in the water or underwater. Are you Are you hearing anything about this that isn't just hilarity from the internet? Are you hearing anything from people that are experienced with this?
No, I don't have anybody that I know that's got any experience with underwater, like submarines or anything like that. But
yeah,
as far as people who merchant marines and sailors of that sort, and just boat owners in general, I mean, it's pretty funny, some of the stuff you hear, but it's all just basically like if you didn't have enough common sense to not become a part of this, you got what was coming to you.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I feel like that's the consensus everywhere.
They have the same thought as, you hear it a couple times a year when somebody will take a sailboat out. They just bought their sailboat because they want to sail around the world, and they just bought it within the last year, and they go out 30, 40 miles off the coast, and then they just disappear. Like, well, you don't have the experience to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
So if that happens to you, we'll go look for you. But I mean, whatever happens.
Right.
Yeah. There's just degrees, man, of like, you fuck around with fate, dude. I mean, the shit happens. It's been happening for the entire history of our race being around. Like, we fuck around, we find out.
Yeah. I feel like hindsight is definitely 2020 on this one. Like, there's a lot of people that could easily say, "Well, duh, obviously it wasn't going to work." But in this particular instance, I think there are so many red flags that it shouldn't be a hindsight thing. That everybody should have had the forethought to go, "This isn't right."
And essentially, that's where where I'm attacking from is what you just said. I'm like, I get it, man. You want to do shit. You probably got a bunch of money laying around. You want to Bruce Wayne something, you want to, like, I'm going to spend some of this money. I'm going to do something crazy, something everyday person can't afford to do. And I'm doing it. I'm going to the Titanic.
Yeah.
You know.
So here is a quote from the from the guy who created Ocean Gate and decided to build this thing. I'd like to be remembered as an innovator. I think it was General MacArthur who said, you are remembered for the rules you break, and I've broken some rules to make this. I think I've broken them with logic and good engineering behind me. It's picking the rules that you break that are the ones that will add value to others and add value to society, and that really, to me, is about innovation.
Well,
yeah, I don't think he broke rules with logic. I think he broke it with Logitech.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the same joke that was floating around in my head once you said logic.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I understand, like, the whole premise of what he wanted to do, but when you're passionate about something like that, don't you feel like you want the best chance of your product that you're creating to have the best chance of succeeding?
Well,
if you're that passionate about it, you're not just going to go like fucking half-ass and something like that could potentially kill somebody. Like, that's what I
said. Here's the next quote. He said there was a limit to safety. At some point, safety is just pure waste. I mean, if you want to be safe, don't get out of bed. Don't get in your car. Don't do anything. At some point, you're going to have to take some risk. It really is a risk versus reward question.
Sometimes you just don't get in the sub.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ocean Gate, safety third.
Safety third.
Ocean Gate.
Whatever, dude. Safety third. I would absolutely trust those Rocket City rednecks to build me a sub before I ever trusted that guy.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
I would be the things I trust more than Ocean Gate sub. Jesse James Monster Garage submarine.
Yeah.
I would trust that more.
Yeah, the Rocket City rednecks from Huntsville, Alabama. The guys who work for NASA.
Yeah. I have a bunch of different ones I want to say, but the show would be canceled.
I mean,
would it though?
Would it though? I mean,
the first two that came to my mind for sure.
But did you die?
Yeah.
I mean, we're kind of canceled already.
That's true. I mean,
we need to. Okay, so we need to talk about the elephant in the room about that too. About the fact that we did that little experiment and it came to light.
Oh yeah. It was terrible. I did appreciate all the concern.
Mm-hmm.
I did. That was heartwarming.
People were like, this guy here was concerned too.
Oh yeah.
He asked what was going on with it and what the hell happened. And you guys didn't even mention it. And my response was, stay tuned for Thursday's episode.
But I felt that my previous presence on the show warranted some explanation.
Yeah. That's fair.
Even my parents were like, "Hey, Tyler, like, what's this mean about your show? Would be like, this is the end of your show." I was like, "You actually even give a shit?"
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I like the comments I read where they were like, I hope they keep going, man. Please, I hope they keep going. And I'm sitting there like, oh, that's right. It didn't get to that part.
Yeah.
Until the next one. Whoops.
Well, the one guy was like, "Oh, thank God."
I know.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, I truly appreciate that guy with his shots fired comment.
Oh yeah, that shit was great, dude.
Yeah.
I cracked up. I laughed
Me
so
too.
freaking hard at that.
Oh, me too.
He's like, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully that's what he said. Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I wish I would have thought of that.
Yeah.
Fake laugh hiding real tears.
Yeah. So the experiment, we mentioned it briefly, was because of all the people just loving drama. Case in point, we've just spoken for an hour about drama. So we wanted to test the waters a little bit and see exactly what would happen, and we immediately got partially demonetized.
Oh yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that first one, because we will not say it, but this is a chance that we said one word
Yeah.
And, like, well, no, we hinted at that word.
Yeah, we didn't even say it this time. We
didn't even
hinted at
fucking
it.
say it.
They hit you on that one too?
Oh
They
God,
don't-
yeah.
They never said anything.
You got the
Oh.
screenshot, don't you, Denny?
Yeah. I
It's
can
in the
pull it
bearded.
up.
It's in the bearded chat.
Yeah, hang on, I'll pull it up.
Which, by the
I
way,
can't believe they hit you on that one when all you did was hint around at it.
right?
They're
By the
all
way,
over us.
What a glorious selection of beards on my screen right now. Bravo to all of you.
Right?
Right?
Thank you.
A lot of
Gonna
handsome
make
going
me
on
blush
here.
on the
Yeah.
on the show.
We'll probably get demonetized just because we look that good.
Yeah.
I feel like only two of us have visible gray in it though.
Mm.
I'm definitely,
I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah.
Okay, Jesperman.
You identified it with the black beard.
Yeah. Yep. It's black if I do this. Sort of.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can.
I
God,
feel like
we
it would
send
be
so much
blasphemy.
shit to each other that it's hard to find this stuff.
And want me to snag it up for you?
Yeah, if you can find it quicker than me.
Yeah, because all I'm going to do is go in and search just the images. And it is right here. Yep, I got it.
All right.
And I'll send it right back. Boom.
There it is. Let me load this one in here. So
Yeah, absolutely.
this is a good follow up to the experiment. So there you can see limited monetization, restrictions on ad suitability.
Wow.
And I'm sure that they probably have their reasons.
Yeah.
I watched a YouTube thing of a porn actress just sitting there describing in detail like some of her worst scenes she's ever done, and they're like full on like just getting it done or whatever, and we're over here like hinting about alluding about something.
Yeah,
and they're just all over us.
Yeah, she's over there getting like Toyota and Chevrolet commercials, and
yeah.
We're getting like,
Oh, come on. It was a Dodge
Ocean.
Ram. Come on.
Well played, sir. We're getting like commercials for crappy submarines. Not anymore, though.
Where you can get them.
I bet you like we're not going to get any promotions from Outdoor World or Home Depot or anything on this one. We're probably going to get spanked for this one as well.
We'll probably get like video removed just because I can't get my finger off of this.
Yeah. Yeah. We're fully
We're all going to get
demonetized.
served with a cease and desist.
Yeah. Oh yeah. God, they'll be like, you got to remove that episode immediately.
We're going to be looking for you down here. Like, who's this guy and where do we find him?
Yeah. We'll be like, it was the whole thing was his idea. He's our boss.
Yeah.
He is KYX king.
He's trying to talk us into going on his submarine.
Yeah.
We didn't want to go. We're scared.
Oh man.
So now I like, it makes me feel like I want to go around town and like ask people, do you want to invest in a like a submarine project with me? Hey, would you invest money in? I want to go see the Titanic.
You're like that thing from Rick and Morty. Would you like to develop an app?
Yeah, would you like to develop an app?
Would you like to know more?
All right.
Yeah.
Starship Troopers.
So we got some wild stuff that happened in Middletown, Ohio, and Jake's hat reminded me of that. I happened to look up and seen the old Cincinnati logo there.
Yep.
Did you guys see this at all? Is this your first time seeing it?
You mentioned it before
briefly.
the thing started, so that's all I know about it.
What was it? Sorry, I'm working on something.
Oh, he's making the thumbnails, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's the Middletown UFO. I sent you the vidya and pinned it in the beard chat. Danny, are you able to pull that up?
I don't think I can pull it up, but I can share screen.
Okay.
1 second here.
You beat
In the
me too.
in the meantime, while we're
Dude,
looking at this, I
Josh.
have a business proposition for you guys.
Yeah, see?
I was thinking we could really do this thing, you know.
Is that
Trying to-
from Rust?
Well, it looks like it, honestly.
Well, I'll switch from airplane pilot license training to helicopter if we want to go that route.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
it's-
right. You've got a pilot's license.
I mean, it's foolproof.
Yeah. We just need one more person. Dave will
I
be
think
here
we-
about 11, so we could put him in it with us.
There we
Oh,
go.
I was about to say, I feel like Scott would be on board. If we made it out of a square body, he would totally be down. So
Oh, I'd be even more down for that.
Made a helicopter out of a square body.
Yep.
Yeah. Love a good square body.
Okay, so here's the video. This is
Ooh.
what WLW.
Can you make that video full screen? Yes, you can.
There's no way.
Oh, wow.
I
Yeah.
don't even know. There's no way. I don't even
Oh,
know.
wow.
There's no way. I don't even know. There's no way.
Yeah, I don't know about this one. That's pretty
I
wild.
don't even know.
Huh.
I have the still of it here. Whenever you're ready there. This is the still of it,
Interesting.
right? So I don't know if it's fake or not. I know that it's fucking wild and it made it to the news here.
Yeah, it looks big like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking wild. I don't know.
Yeah.
This
The
past
grouping
week,
of lights is weird, but the disembodiment of the lights to the left are somewhat similar to the lights that we were talking about when I was on last time.
Yeah.
Looked like they were kind of off on their own.
let's check this out again.
There's no way. I don't even know. There's no way.
See if I can find an article on it.
It's interesting.
I don't even know.
That still image that Josh had, that the disembodied lights to the left it reminded me of the lights that we have seen down here.
Yeah. It also kind of has that triangle pattern too.
It's crazy. Just this past week, a person that I work with told me a story about her actually seeing something very similar with her husband. They were going across the country or whatever, and they were up Pacific Northwest, coming down like south, like towards like Crater Lake and all that. And so they're just out there in the middle of nowhere, and out of nowhere they just see this giant round thing with lights all the way around it, just flying through, just hanging out, and then it just takes off.
So I just found another still of it.
Oh wow, yeah.
Wow.
It was Wednesday night is when the lights were spotted. He said our one resident, Kevin Riley, said he took the photo of the lights and has said they were flying around very fast. Another resident, Kelly Little, said she spotted the lights around 10:30 p.m., saying they appeared green in the night sky.
Wow.
A third resident, Bryce Garrick, said weird lights scared everyone in the city, saying no one was sure what they were. Everyone is saying aliens. LOL.
This is Middletown.
Yes. And Garrick is the person who took the video. And he was near Butler Tech and Speedway on Route 4. So some of us know exactly where that is.
Yeah.
Pretty weird stuff, man. They've abducted Jake.
Yeah.
They got him.
Oh, I didn't know if you guys had any more stuff, but I found some stuff that I thought, since we were talking a lot about Ocean Gate and what was going going. Oh, okay. Never mind.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. If you're continuing on that, I'll wait.
And is nobody concerned about what the hell happened to Jake?
The aliens got him.
guess
There's
so.
Ocean Gate agents at his door right now.
We're about to have Jake Gate.
We're about to have Jake Gate. Again, we're not trying to offend the gate community.
God,
It's fine.
we're totally, dude. That creeps
he's
me
back.
out. That
Yeah,
creeps
because
me
he
out.
left from that
Yeah,
way.
yeah, he
and
left
came
from
back
the
from
le-
that way.
Yeah, he came.
This is-
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
This is a Jake Gate conspiracy right here.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Are you Jake?
Tell us something that only Jake knows.
Yes.
Tell us something that only you and I know, Jake.
You yelled at me for sitting on ceiling tiles.
Okay, it's Jake.
Okay, fair enough.
don't
We
know.
thought that Ocean Gate was there.
We're concerned because you went that way, and then you came back in from the door.
Oh, I'm in my garage, so I went out the
I know.
garage door and then came back in the front house.
Oh, yeah. That
Doors.
explains. That's what the brackets are in the
See,
ceiling
that's
is.
what.
Okay.
That's what's the good thing about doors. You can get out of them.
Yeah.
Weird, huh?
Did
Yeah.
you have to have someone unbolt the door from the other side to let you back in? That's the leading
I actually
questions.
did it correctly.
That's
I
why
had
he
the
had to go out
ability
the.
to self-rescue.
Sorry, that's why he
Oh.
went out the garage door because he couldn't go through the door behind him from this side.
Yeah, so he had to unbolt the door so he could get back into his garage.
No, I had to help my wife get the puppy into the car. She's going to take him to the park because he's being an asshole.
Oh, we love doggos.
Yeah.
Yep.
El Doggos.
Yeah, he's a giant 7.5-month-old German Shepherd now. So
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, man.
So very calm and timid.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's why I disappeared from screen and muted my mic.
Quiet too, I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
No
absolutely.
barking.
No,
Yeah.
none whatsoever.
I got a 19-year-old dog sitting back here, and she's literally like every day I'm just like, "You still with us, girl?" And she is. And then like halfway through the day, she gets a super burst of energy again, and it's like she gets younger every night. And I'm like, okay, we're just gonna have this emotional roller coaster for the next few years, I suppose. You know, just takes naps for hours on end now, and then gets up and she's wired. And I'm like, I love dogs, man.
Oh
she's, she's a pain in my ass, but I love her.
Agree 100%.
So did you guys still have anything else you wanted to talk about that Middletown? You had another picture, Denny.
Oh no, it was just somebody else had snapped a picture of it from a different location, and I thought it was interesting.
No.
For some reason, it's not showing it.
Has there been any other information about it?
Just the only thing I know of is the article I just read. It was. I don't know when you stepped away, but we've got that picture, and then there was another one from another witness, which adds credibility.
What? Actually, like the picture that this one, the left picture with the car. Is there another set of lights a little above to the left of the
Back
lights?
into the left? Yeah,
back into the left.
Yeah, so that is kind of what I was talking about. The first still that Josh put up.
Yeah.
It
Which
had
was
the 5
this one here.
circles.
This one, right
Yes. So the
No.
the disembodied lights to the left is what I was saying was similar to the lights we were seeing down here, except they're orange down here.
here. Weird.
But
Very
like,
strange.
but people said that they changed colors, right? Or was it just green?
Everybody here had said it was green because when I was reading,
Okay.
well, the lady was talking about these being green, and man, fucking weird. Why all of a sudden, you know? It seems like all this is happening all at once. The Las Vegas thing,
Yeah.
now Strange Lights in Middletown, you know,
Yeah.
the whistleblower. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I know there's some conversations that are saying it's like they're more interested now that we're more interested.
Okay.
And then there's other people that are saying that it's a conspiracy. It's literally some higher ups somewhere want us looking at something other than something else. I don't know.
I don't know. I've wondered it, and it seems like the government came out and said, "Yeah, we don't know what this is with the was it the F-18 flight videos?"
Yeah.
And then some other videos from other military vessels, and then they started releasing a little more information here and there. And I think honestly, the way that I feel about it is that it's just all right. The government's lending credence to this now, so people are actually out looking for it more, and the people who are seeing it are saying, "Oh, so maybe these people aren't crazy. They're not loons, that we've always said they were."
Right.
There's something to it because there's now actually some government backbone to it. I don't know. That's just a thought that I've had.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm interested. I'm like super interested in this whole topic because it's becoming more and more apparent that something weird is happening. But I also can't get it out of my head that it's like, is it because we're paying more attention?
I mean, that's a valid point. Look at the difference we all have since we've started talking about spooky shit. Like we see weirder stuff now because of it.
Yeah.
You pay
It's
attention.
like when you buy a car that you've never had before and you see a million of them on the road now after you buy one.
Yeah, isn't it the red car theorem or something like that?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's wild. I don't know. What else do you have about the sub, Todd?
No, I wanted to ask this question from where it stands right now. How much activity we are sightings that we're getting with like UFOs and shit, and the government acknowledging that they don't know what's going on. How how much do you feel that in the years to come do you guys believe we'll actually get some actual concrete evidence, like they'll actually visit us, or do you still think that they'll still stay in the skies and shit like that? What do you guys feel about that?
I have a whole range of opinions on that.
Okay.
My biggest one is that as of right now, there actually being beings on those, whatever they are, is speculative at best. And I mean, no disrespect to whatever, whoever seen whatever. I have a great close friend of the family that's actually written me more about something that she's going through where she thinks that they're communicating with something. And I'm still like, well, is it a living entity or is it an artificial entity? Because it makes more sense to me that, I mean, what would be the most best use of AI?
Yeah.
Put it in a ship and send it out to explore and let it relay information back to us, because we can't make the trip, but an AI doesn't. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff that it doesn't need. You don't even have to build the ship to hold people.
Yeah, it doesn't need an escape hatch from the inside.
It doesn't need a Logitech controller.
Doesn't need any of that. It is the ship, and if you lose it, it's expensive, but you don't lose life. You just lose an AI. So
I hate how that like ties into the whole Ocean Gate thing. It goes to show that these aliens or these visitors are way smarter than us.
Well, imagine the trial and error,
Yeah.
the trial and error to get to that point.
If he comes back from the other side,
I know. I feel like he's gonna come up above.
He just like drops into his chair.
Yeah,
I'd give up. I'd be like, okay, I'm done. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I know we're probably getting close to being done with this, but
there's playing something.
I don't know. Sounds like he's
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Yeah, he totally did that on
He
purpose.
did it on purpose. We were like betting that you were going to lower in from the ceiling.
Or come up from the bottom.
Yeah.
If I had attic access out here, I would have.
Yeah.
But honestly, like the like the universe is too big for it to just be us. And if it's that big and there's parts of the universe that are so much, farther along than us, even in time, like they've been around longer, you can only imagine that at least one civilization out there might be way more advanced and know better than to do stupid shit like send a sub that can't handle it to the bottom of the ocean, But we have to accept that things like this happen because it's trial and error. You know how much safety regulation is going to go into submarines now because of this? So in a way, this guy fucking around like this and unfortunately getting his passengers killed is going to usher in a much safer way of doing this probably here going forward. So it's like,
to an extent, I think so, but and that safety level that might increase maybe in just the ability to carry passengers.
Yeah.
But going back to the Rust helicopter, you can build an X-ray model aircraft, and it goes under the experimental, and it doesn't have to follow the standard safety guidelines.
You just can't go at a certain, like, you can't fly at a certain height, can't you? Like, you're limited on how high you're allowed to go.
Depending on your instrument panel.
I thought it was illegal to go any higher because then you would get into the actual, because most aircrafts has to have an itinerary, like to let you know where you are at all times.
Yeah, you have to file a flight plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but
that's
you
why
can build experimental airplanes and helicopters that fall under the experimental category.
Do you have to put a flight plan in to let them know that you're okay?
Yep.
Wow, I did not know that. That is
so. What you're telling me is that there's procedures that you follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting to me. That there's and these procedures are for the safety.
One would lean towards that. Yeah.
Leaning towards safety. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. You would almost think that somebody would have thought of that. You know what I mean? Like maybe
we're not going to.
If we had some
1 red cent on this episode,
it's worth it.
Absolutely.
Somebody could have possibly, saved the lives of, 5 people if they had only, did some safety protocol there, and perhaps we could reflect on some of the ideas that aren't great ones. You know what I mean? And there they are, folks.
I'm pretty sure he spent more money on his Ocean Gate jacket than he did on that controller.
Oh, guaranteed.
There it is. I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean, yeah, he's one guy. He was one guy, and he was the CEO, and he was all this. But you know how this works. There's always a group of them that make these decisions together. So I say to them, shame on you. I hope you never forget these faces. Ever. You don't need to forget their faces. You need to take these faces with you with everything you do, and never add more to them. Because even if these people were stupid, you know what? I'm fucking stupid. But I'll let my stupidity just take me out.
Yeah,
I'm not going to drag in, other people. I'm not going to convince you guys that my fucking helicopter idea is awesome. Guys, active
Actually,
volcanoes. I already have a pilot and everything.
I'm just saying, I trust that more than I trust.
Well, yeah, you can fucking jump out of this.
My personal favorite is the pallet wood safety rails.
You have to
Oh,
have
yeah.
safety rails,
Oh,
though.
You have
I
to.
mean,
that's
Safety,
you're already
at
thinking
least there's
safety.
yeah, they're already thinking.
and I'll
safety.
have you know that is heat treated wood, and we all know how good heat treated pressurized wood is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super good.
They probably at least used wood and metal screws, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spare no expense.
I like the fact that it's even labeled fuel.
Well, yeah, that's how you know where to put it. You don't want to, you know what I mean?
Where's the toilet?
You don't want to have some guy with holding a controller walking up to you, dumping fuel all over the back of the helicopter. You know what I mean? You got to label things, safety precautions. We got railing. We've got extra thick tin pan, like tin,
Yeah.
all over it just for safety. Cause it's
I got a lot of that stuff on my shit in the back.
I'm pretty sure those are 8 lug wheels too. So this
oh
heavy
yeah.
duty.
Oh yeah. Are they? Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Oh.
And then the exhaust is pointed up.
Yeah.
That's
That's so the prop chops it up because of the environment.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't want to add any more ozone holes.
it also keeps it from going into the cabin and killing everybody.
That's why it's an open window cabin.
Oh yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good point. See, always thinking.
I'm working on a prototype to add a convertible top to it.
Yeah. I'm a little concerned about the engine location.
Yeah.
I don't really see one.
I actually, for safety, we put ejection seats in them too.
Yeah. Yeah. It ejects you straight up and out.
However, we feel parachutes are, too safe. So we're just going
Yeah.
to skip that.
You don't want to waste any time,
At
No,
some
we
point,
have
you become too safe.
Yeah.
we have parachutes, but they're like old like quilts that
I
my
was
grandmother
thinking-
had.
I was thinking it was just like safety
corner.
harnesses for like when you're operating a boom lift or something, and
Yeah.
you just clip off to the helicopter.
And how old
There
is
you go.
everybody here? We're not 50, right? We're not in our 50s.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay,
I
so
get-
we're all good then, because
We're
once we
inspirational.
once we hit 50, we're
Yeah.
not good for the the view. You know what I mean?
We age out of that process.
Yeah, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this like probably like last episode ever.
Maybe the previous episode title was a prediction more so than an experiment.
Yeah. I wonder if like you guys out there listening, would you rally if they canceled us, if they got rid of us? Would you guys come to our defense, or like how would that go down? Would you be like, yeah, fucking knew it? Or are we the ocean gate in this scenario?
Ooh.
Damn, did we cause our own implosion?
The show is the sub.
Yeah, the square is about to implode
Yeah.
on
That's not good.
StreamYard.
The bad part is we can't run gate in the title of our name anywhere because it just doesn't roll off the tongue,
Yeah.
KYX gate,
Yeah. Maybe Kicksgate, maybe.
Kickskate.
Kickskate.
think that's fair.
Okay. I just wanted to throw this out here. This is what I wanted to say. Okay, I wanted to add, there's conspiracies. I feel like you probably have heard of them about the Titanic. There's 3 of them that I just recently just looked up. Like, I feel like the most common one that everybody's heard, that it was actually an insurance scam.
Yeah, for the
Titanic
Olympic.
never actually sunk.
That it was supposed to be the Olympic.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was like switched so they could collect insurance money. I feel like that's one that everybody knows. But apparently there was another one that it was being transported, I think, a mummy that actually caused destruction and like all around Europe where it was. So some
Okay.
people think that's the reason why it sunk.
I
was-
really want to dive into that one because I want that one to be what it was.
Yeah.
And then there was another one that German U-boats tipped it over.
Well, what do you mean? Like they pushed it? Like they got up and
I don't know. Like it was like some pictures of it where
That's
Just-
a little too before the time.
Yeah.
oh yeah, I get that, but I just
German
don't
cow
understand.
tipping.
Like, but they even said some of the survivors actually said that like they never saw anything.
No, they were all drunk down below.
What the fuck was that?
When did Germany get U-boats?
It was right around the time of World War One.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The mummy thing, though, that's like, I'm into that.
I'm pretty
That's
sure
awesome.
that's what it said. I would have to dive deep into it. So
Wow.
Do you have any more information on that one? Because I am curious on that one.
Yeah,
on the
what was the
mummy,
mummy?
I can't remember. I would have to look. Hold on, I gotta look it back up. Give me-
Yeah, that one sounds like it needs an entire episode about it, because that's awesome. Like, I want to know.
Yeah, that one's intriguing.
That's like a Tom Cruise movie waiting to happen.
You know, because he destroyed that movie.
What are you talking about, man? Russell Crowe was in that, fighting around the world.
And fight around the world.
Oh, wow. German U-boats are a lot earlier than I anticipated. 1850 was their first one.
Damn, they were getting a head start.
Yeah. The early U-boats were 1850 to 1914, and then the World War I ones were obviously 14 to 18.
You have to wonder if they had safety protocols that they used when putting those boats together.
Right.
You know what I mean? They were like, I wonder if these are safe. Should we test them? You know? And they were like, hey, there's the Titanic. Let's fucking push this fucking thing over.
Yeah.
Nobody will even know it's us. They don't even have the internet yet. They were way ahead of their time. They already knew. They knew the internet was coming. I mean, they had
Yep.
U-boats like way before we thought. So
The 1851, it was a 3-man sub.
maybe they pushed the Titanic over with a sub, so that in hopes that one day someone would come along and go see the Titanic with a sub. At full circle. You know, like maybe they knew. I'm putting a lot into German foresight here. Like they knew a lot of shit that was going to happen.
They had some big ones in 1912.
The U-2 was commissioned in 1908, and it had 2 torpedo tubes.
Yeah.
And then the 19 class was the first to have a diesel engine, and that was between 1912 and 1913.
You know, the torpedo tube thing that's always like been mind-boggling to me, because it's like, here's a vessel that's enclosed to you know, stop pressure, and yet it has these tubes where it could fire shit out of it. And I'm like, isn't that like, you know what I mean? Like that's got to be a little bit of a risk factor, right? Like, hey, you know, there's always a chance that this tube that's firing a fucking weapon out of it could cause us, you know, certain doom. You know, or is that like acceptable risk? You know,
That's an acceptable risk.
Yeah.
I got some information. Okay, the Mummy was not on there, but it did cause apparently a British editor or journalist had a story about this mummy, a curse that a mummy put on London itself, because there was destruction and disaster. So he said that the guy told this tale to a passenger on the boat, and after it sank, the survivor remembered what he told, and that's how it, and the media picked up the story, thinking that there's some kind of link to it. I really wish that it was actually on the boat, because that would have made it a little bit more.
Well, there's one more conspiracy theory too, and
I couldn't find that. I feel like it's probably the one that I was trying to find.
Is it about the book?
No,
so there was a novel that was written, and the book, it was called The Titan, oddly enough, and it was about a large passenger vessel that hits an iceberg in the Atlantic and sinks.
I did hear about that book. Now that you're,
yeah,
it was called The Titan.
Yeah.
Isn't that submarine named Titan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
kind of like the whole Ford Lincoln.
Yeah. And the Titan book, The Wreck of the Titan is the name of the book. It's from 1898, which is only a few years before the actual Titanic sank.
Huh.
And it's I'm going to save this image here. Right. Save this
Well, I
here.
tell you what, that's weird. I've been super into this type of shit lately. Yeah, see, that's
Wow.
It's a little on the nose.
oh yeah, quite a bit.
You know, it's just a little on the nose. If we got a okay, so let's take and save an image of the Titanic, which is going to be great for our algorithm here, having just said the Titanic in the show. Because I don't know if you know this or not, but like there's a huge influx of My Heart Will Go On being played, and
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it reached number 20 or something yesterday.
yeah, and in
Wow.
the video game Iron Lung has an inordinate amount of downloads.
I did see that. Yeah,
Which is weird because I would have thought Subnautica, but still. So
Yeah.
there's the Titanic. There's the Titan.
wow.
4 stacks, 2 masts. 4 stacks, 2 masts. Now,
Crazy.
that being said, I'm sure that there's a certain class that these ships
Yeah,
are in, and
right.
they're going to be similar, but it's a little too on the nose, you know?
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy though.
Yeah.
So, be perfectly honest. Like, if you guys want to, like, okay, with all that being said, too, like, think about, like, could this curse be real and these guys perish because of that curse? I doubt it, because there was a lot of sketchy shit from the start. Unless the curse followed them the whole way of this build. It was just the curse, like, use a Logitech controller. Use a Logitech controller.
It was the mummy of King Logiteca,
Yeah.
and he was like, "One day, I will wreak havoc on this fucking boat in the middle of the Atlantic for whatever reason."
I'd like to see a glossary of terms used in the Wreck of the Titan and see if Logitech is used anywhere.
If it is, man, I'm bowing out of this whole topic. I'm like,
Or
yep,
Ocean Gate.
Or Ocean Gate, yeah.
yeah. If that happens, I'm out of this topic.
Yeah.
Oh, or character names.
Yeah. I bet you there's an Henri in there.
I guarantee there's an Henri in
Leonardo
there.
DiCaprio.
And probably a Hamish.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hamish
I
Henry.
don't understand what we're
Anna
talking about.
Stockton. Anna Stockton.
Like, did they really sink a boat in the Titanic?
You know, I
this
was
whole
that
time-
shithead when I was a kid. I was. I went with a then girlfriend at the time to see the Titanic, and I was like, God, I wonder what's gonna happen. I bet you they all make it to where they're going.
Wait, when you said you were as a kid,
Yeah.
that show came out in or movie came out in '97. You weren't no kid.
Yeah. Well, still,
You were driving.
Yeah.
You had a driver's license at that time.
I mean, I have one now, but I still like, you know what I mean? Like
That's fair.
the shit that yeah. I'm just saying, I was literally at the theater like, what's going to happen to that boat? They're going to make it to where they're going. It's going to be so exciting. Everybody's all together.
So do we
Yeah.
do we jump on the bandwagon for ratings and reviews and the algorithm and do a show on the Titanic next week and
Well,
all of the conspiracies?
I'd be down for that.
Yeah, I mean,
We could bring
I'd
Mr.
love
Jake
to.
back.
sounds fun. Hell yeah. Well, as long as Jake, you want to fuck around on your Sunday morning with us.
Oh yeah, I'm game. That's fine.
Oh yeah. Be fun as shit, man.
You're
I'm happy to be a
engaged.
part.
I
Yeah.
got something I'm putting together for you guys. It started with a really fucked up dream that I had, and I went down a rabbit hole, and I've been saving everything. I've been kind of working on it past few days, and let's just say Josh fucked me up with the Mandela effect theories. Okay,
Oh,
to an extent that I had this really wild dream. And I won't get into it since we're already $140 into this, but I had this crazy fucking dream, and there's something different about it than I've ever experienced before. I can't explain it yet. I promise I will lay the whole thing out and let you all out there just dissect it as well as these guys. But it was so fucking wild, man. Like I've been researching the Mandela effect, quantum physics, fucking multiverse, like multiverse theory. What was the other thing?
So that's very
The
light reading.
timeline-
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Very light reading.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I'm
The
impressed that I
timeline
inspired
split,
this.
man.
I was trying to understand why I would have the dream that I had,
All I keep
and I
thinking,
can't make sense of it. You know,
all I keep
Fucking
seeing
wild.
is him like just waking up from a dead sleep, and he's just computer had notes on the wall,
you know
drawing
what?
circles, math.
For
The
the
Charlie
sake-
Day meme.
Yeah,
For the sake of getting some gears turning out there and with you guys, I had this vivid dream that I was riding shotgun, I guess, inside the mind of another version of myself while he was going through something fucking terrible. And I was doing everything I could to try to help him.
Okay.
Huh.
And it fucked with my head bad. So I'll leave you guys with that, and whenever we get into this, I will take you guys through that dream and what happened. And it fucked me up pretty good. So hopefully it fucks you guys up really good. Not
I like
really. I'm just saying.
Well, they talk about the Mandela effect and how it hit. Everything started being brought up with. You guys remember it being this way, and it's something completely different. The time when that started to become a popular thought was right about the same time after they turned the super collider on.
Yeah.
Very weird, isn't it?
Split the
Yeah.
timeline, and everything got a little jumbled.
Absolutely.
now
So-
that's a cliffhanger. If I don't
There you
say
go.
myself.
Mm.
Yeah, ooh,
That's a cliffhanger at the end of a cliffhanger.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I already got butterflies in my stomach.
Right now, we've got like a big rock and Stallone with another Stallone.
Or Ace Ventura hanging onto a raccoon.
Yeah. Yeah. I like this.
All right, guys out there. I think we're at like an hour 43. We're going to cut this into 2 episodes, but you're not going to find that out to the second one. Time travel. This episode was not brought to you by OceanGate. We are in no way affiliated with them.
Although we are sinking.
We are definitely imploding right now as you speak. And I cannot get my I'm going to remove this picture from the fucking thing here right now. Okay, it's gone, dude. Because I can't stop. Once I start, I'm like, sink it. Yeah. So go like and subscribe to that shit right there, or you're gonna make Uncle Biden all sad.
Oh, we got to delete that one too.
And you know what would have saved the sub if only they would have had Joshua on board.
I'm just saying that's better. I trust that more than
Yeah.
I do the sub.
He'd have fucking got you there and got you back to grill out no time.
Joshua for president 2024. He doesn't take up the whole screen. He lets you see too. Unlike this guy, selfish.
Yeah. See, this guy's all bummed. He's like, oh, Joshua's
Yeah.
like, come in here and give me a hug.
Yeah, it's a welcoming face.
Don't bump into my robot eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys out there, take care of each other and, follow safety protocols if you can.
See you guys.
I really wanted to say this, but like I had a joke before we first started. I was like, man, you know what? All of these people are going to show up alive because, like, like David Blaine, like he did it like a baby thing. Should just let this like trail out so